right, guys, welcome back to another episode of these series that are gonna be so chock full of DeFi information that you guys really need to hear. So I would suggest that you just sit back, make yourselves really comfortable, and let's dive in head first, of course. All right, now let's talk about DeFi and Ponzi schemes. So, as you know, I told you in the last video, or if you haven't seen the last video, then I really urge you to go and look at it. As I said, there are quite some Ponzi schemes and scams amongst all those DeFi projects that you could find out there. Now, one of the main things to remember is that any kind of economical structure is a Ponzi scheme until it's not. So, what do I mean? What am I talking about? Well, I will tell you what I am talking about. Let me show you. Well, last video we spoke about where money comes from. So in standard economy, as you know, money actually comes from gold or crude oil being pumped into a reserve. That reserve is printing money bills or fiat bills, and those represent the value of all holdings in the treasury put together. So this is just short. Now, where is the difference in DeFi? In DeFi, basically, we are doing the same thing. You have your token that comes into your DeFi pool. In there, it's going to be locked and staked, that being like the treasury. And out comes some other token that you can either hodl, that is going to gain or lose value, depending on the model of that DeFi platform. Okay. Now, Ponzi schemes, some of the Ponzi schemes actually are usually basically always look too good to be true. So the thing that we usually see in Ponzi schemes is a lot of tokens that you can put in stake. There's a lot of those same tokens coming out. Those are the Ponzi schemes that we are going to talk about. And then the interest that you are getting on your staked or locked portfolio actually doesn't make sense because it's so much bigger than what you would be expecting just from the fees and all that stuff. So yeah, when things look too good to be true, then usually they're not. And finally, we have failed projects. And failed projects are just because you have the DeFi system where the token that comes out actually has no use case whatsoever. And what people do, smart people, they will just sell it, crush it down, and buy more of their tokens, restake them so that everything they make in profit actually gets compounded back into their liquidity pool. But in that way, usually they are crushing the token, the governance token that comes out, because it has a lack of use case. But those are not scams. Those are just failed projects. And sometimes it's very difficult to keep in mind that there is a difference between projects that are actually failing and projects that are just like, you know, Ponzi schemes. So yeah, let's talk a little bit more about scams and Ponzi schemes. All right, let's move over to the next screen. Well, usually these things, like I said, seem too good to be true. So let's talk about this one. It's called Avex Staker.finance. Please, guys, do not go and stake your Avex because I talked about it, because I don't think these are really good investments. Now, what you do is you get your Avex tokens, you will stake them into one of these pools. In those pools, you will lock up your Avex for, let's say here, 14 days, 21 days, 28 days. The longer you lock up, the higher the ROI of your investment or of your return. But you need to keep in mind one thing. There is no way to withdraw your initial deposit. So what does this mean? These 14% returns are not 14% daily interest returns. This is whatever you have put into these vaults that gets trickled back to you at 14%, let's say, or even more here. You know, this is compounded. Okay, but 14% per day you get back. And this here for 14 days, this one, the second one for 21 days, the third one for 28 days. So these things are very important to keep in mind. So how does this work? Where does the money come from? Because you're not gonna tell me that this little platform here is making 14% daily on just fees and transactions and stuff. So let's look at the next one. There's like a ton of these. You guys are gonna see it's crazy. This one is called BNB Fury. A furious app, right? So basically it's the same thing, but oh, they even added automated insurance. So yeah, I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry, you know, this thing. So same thing. These contracts are actually audited. You know, they do have all sorts of functions. They are not scams at all. They are Ponzi schemes, like really, literally blatant open Ponzi schemes with a smart mechanic to extend the lifespan of the scheme. So basically, yeah, if you're in amongst the first ones and it's a platform that is going to get quite some traction and some more people coming in, then yeah, basically you might get out and make some money. Remember, in Ponzi schemes, it's always the last ones in that are paying for the first ones to get out. So yeah, you know, if you want to experiment with these things, feel free, but never ever say or think that I led you to this, okay? So, but same thing, you know, very high returns. They also have their referral programs, which are usually typical for those Ponzi schemes because they live off of recruiting more people. Next one, Avex Steak. You guys starting to see a theme here, or not? You know, because it could be that I'm just imagining things, but yeah, you know, same thing. You stake your Avex, and then it's locked, and you're gonna have to wait 14, 21, 28 days until you regain your full investment plus the interests. So yeah, this looks really nice, but then again, you know, you are basically taking money off of the next person in line, who's taking money off of the next person in line, until there's not enough persons in line anymore to pay for all the rest. Now, hey, this one is different, or isn't it? Phantom Stake, FTM Stake. So you see, guys, there's a team. There are way too many of these platforms, probably because they're just so easy to just copy paste and, you know, slap a little different skin on it and, you know, you're off for the races. But same thing, you know, you stake your Phantom 14, 21, 28 days and, you know, you get your returns. Now, I'm pretty sure that I don't see the actual percentage returns because my wallet is not connected. But honestly, you know, I don't really feel like connecting my wallet. Should I? Maybe. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not gonna connect it. Okay, next one. Back to Avalanche. This one is called Avalanche Fomo. So those guys are a little bit more conservative, you know, which is actually really cool. Oh my God, hey, what is this? Celebrate the successful launch of Avalanche Fomo starting 21st of March. We are giving away Avex to 6 users. Well, you know, guys, you should update your website because right now we are March 27. But again, same thing. Deposit your tokens. They're gone for 14, 21, or 28 days. You get your returns. It's not daily profit. It's daily payment. Basically, you get paid 11% of your initial deposit during 14 days. So yeah, if you do the math, that will be roughly 155% that you get back. So after 14 days, if you get your amount completely returned, you should end up with 55% interest. Okay, this is how you have to see these things. Is this worth it? Well, you know, if it works and if you can run with the money, yeah, this is totally worth it. But would I recommend you doing this? Honestly, God, please don't do this because you saw this on my channel. Please, guys. Okay, I really, really would not like to see you get burned and then afterwards blame me. Hey. Okay, now, yeah, there is a team, you know, there's way too many of these. Avex Fomo, and this is my favorite, my diamond team. You know, same thing, you know, they just took my love for Dragon Ball Z and turned it into cryptocurrency. Oh my God. Yeah, but same thing, you know, same basic thing. Deposit your BNBs. You can't withdraw your BNBs. The only thing that you can withdraw is your returns. And, you know, I don't know what the airdrops here are all about. But, you know, they just add things to keep people interested, just a way to extend the lifespan of these Ponzi setups. Really be careful when you put your money into these things. And then last thing, be very careful of rug pulls. Have you ever seen a rug pull? Well, a rug pull looks like this.
Is $2.168 trillion. And now the market,
bam! It went to zero.
It went to zero.
Zero.
Cap is 2.1.
Yep. This is the Squid Game, and this is what could happen to your money if you don't pay attention. Now, guys, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoy the content. And please remember, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, leave your comments in the section down below. Let me know how you enjoy watching my videos or how they completely make you cringe. In the meanwhile, this is me signing off. Wolfie is going bye-bye, and this is Wolves of Crypto saying, see you guys soon. Bye.